Hello, peace and beautiful blessings. I'm Jovhannah, the spiritual love healer. I'm the host of the Abundantly Ever After show. Self-doubt has been the topic that I've been sharing today, and I thought it would be great to create a spread around that. And then I was like, why not do a collective reading with said spread? So that is what I am doing. I've already shuffled, said my prayers, set an intention, and pulled the cards for the spread. And then I'll just go through them and then just share the overall message that I've received with these cards. And I think that they're really beautiful. So I've got the spread here on my phone. So I'll be looking down to make sure that I am staying on track. So the first question is, what is the root of my self-doubt? And the card that we pulled here is the Seven of Air, and this one did come out reversed. I always find it funny when these cards show up reversed because I don't reverse these cards, but that's how it came out. And you don't trust yourself. You lack a sense of awareness. This can also represent anxiety, like feeling like you aren't able to trust yourself or the people around you. Perhaps in the past you've made some questionable choices, or you've made choices that you later come to regret, but there's just an overall feeling of being like way too cautious, maybe feeling that you don't have all of the information or all of the pieces. Something is missing. And there can also be fear of making the wrong choice, fear of doing the wrong thing, not being right. So I'm really feeling like there's a lot of anxiety, and it might even be that you feel safer not trying versus trying something new. So there's an element of this. Typically, this card represents also deceit and betrayal. So this can also represent, again, past hurts. Maybe there was someone you trusted and she's fallen asleep here, taking a nap, and little buddy is back there stealing her apples. And so you might have gotten to a place where you doubt yourself because maybe you are also around people who you cannot trust. And sometimes when we're around people who are either negative or we can't trust them, we're always second guessing other people's motives. Or maybe you've been in a, toxic household, toxic or unhealthy relationships, friendships, whatever the case may be. And you have either learned not to trust yourself, or you started believing in the lies that other people have been telling you about yourself. So then you start to feel that you're not worthy or deserving, which results in doubt, right? So oftentimes when you don't believe in yourself, or you're doubting yourself, you don't trust yourself, you're afraid to make decisions, or maybe you're outsourcing, looking for other people to tell you what to do versus relying on your own inner wisdom and really trusting that you know what is best and right for you. So it feels like sometimes you're asleep at the wheel, and that there are some past energies, potentially people who have taken advantage of you is also at the source of this self-doubt. So how it affects your ability to manifest, here we have the Five of Water, and you can see that she is crying over spilled milk. The beautiful thing about both of these cards, if you look in the background, your guardian angel is right there, always watching over you. So even if you're not aware that you are being guided and being protected in the process. So how this affects your ability to manifest: you're often disappointed. You may not be seeing the things come into your life that you want to manifest. You might be feeling like a failure. Another beautiful thing about this card, so the suit of water represents our emotions. I feel like for many of you, because you doubt yourself, you have this ultimate feeling of failure, disappointment within yourself. Your emotions are not allowing you to manifest because you don't feel worthy. You don't feel that it's possible for you. And so this doubt kind of has you going through this endless circle where you are probably always feeling sorry for yourself. You're feeling that every time you try to do something, you mess something up, and you're probably very laser focused on the things that are not going right, or the challenges that you've had, and missing the fact that you are surrounded by beautiful, loving support, and not looking at the amazing things that you have accomplished, which is something that is very common. A lot of times we can connect over our failures, our disappointments. We remember the missteps that we took versus all the amazing other things that we have done in our lives up until that point. It's kind of like being haunted by past mistakes in a sense. So it's like you have this looming feeling of not enoughness, of failure, and of disappointment. And that affects your ability to manifest because it's almost like you're in a cloud of negative energy or expecting to be disappointed and expecting things not to go your way. And ultimately, because that is what we are, what is being put out, that is what you're going to magnetize or attract into you. So, what will help you uproot that is the Queen of Earth. This is, I love this card. Just look how beautiful this woman is. She's very confident. She's standing strong. And I feel like this is you believing in yourself, knowing that you are worthy and deserving and able and capable of manifesting good things. So the thing about the Queen of Earth, you can tell like this card looks very abundant. Look at that beautiful ornate gold mirror behind her. She's dressed up. She's striking a power pose. She has a beautiful handbag. She's about her business. This is knowing your worth. That is what this represents. Helping you to uproot that self-doubt is really knowing your worth, knowing that you are inherently worthy no matter what happened here with the 7 of air or here with the 5 of water. You still have the ability to manifest the things that you desire. It's really about you shifting your perspective of yourself, your beliefs about yourself, knowing that you are able and capable of evolving out of that energy. And it's so funny, right? Because here we go from a child who was like asleep at the wheel. This also could be some inner child work where you're feeling like sad or stuck in maybe some past energy to like just ultimately bossing up. It's a completely different energy, and it's like embodying your higher self in a sense as well. So there's a big change here from shifting your mindset out of past energy, out of lack mentality, and really shifting it into a more positive perspective of yourself, knowing that, yeah, maybe the past was fucked up. Maybe a lot of bad things happened. Maybe you made a lot of mistakes. Maybe a lot of people hurt you, but you don't have to be that person anymore. You get to choose to show up as the queen. You get to choose to show up as someone who has grown, as someone who has learned from the past, as someone who has evolved into a different individual, and you're thinking about yourself differently. You're moving differently. So the things that you're doing as well are completely different. And again, that kind of goes back to mindset. Everything, change first happens with your mind. You have to shift your mindset first. And what kind of led me to do this was that a lot of times, you may hear like other experts, law of attraction or manifestation gurus say that you just need to embody your most abundant self, right? So when I think about that, I think about the Queen of Earth. But sometimes it's not that easy when this is the energy that is dominant for you or that has been dominant for you, and you're used to being let down. You're used to failure. You have to retrain your mind to expand outside of struggle, outside of lack, outside of fear, and into love and abundance. And that takes time, but there are so many small actions that you can take each day that can help you ultimately get here where you are able to complete that mindset shift. So I think the next one is, in what way will releasing self-doubt improve my life? Here we have the 8 of water. Again, this one showed up reversed as well. And this is about moving forward. This is about deciding to walk away from the energy of disappointment and being let down, the energy of betrayal, the energy of feeling that you're not in control, just letting things happen to you, holding on to the past. This is you deciding that I'm going to move forward. I'm going to walk away from the things that are not serving me, the beliefs, the thoughts, the emotions that have been holding me back. And I am going to set out to embark on a new journey, a new cycle, something that's more empowering and uplifting for me. So this is about you finding emotional balance, freeing yourself emotionally, which is something I'm going to talk about more because our emotions are super powerful. And really deciding to let go of those feelings and thoughts about failure, about disappointment, about lack, about not being enough, about not being able to Step into that Queen of Earth energy. So this is you deciding to find a better way forward for yourself, and you're able to start moving forward along your path to living abundantly ever after. So our final question and card, how can I start to believe in myself now? And we have the Eight of Earth. So this is about doing the work. This is about putting the work in. This also is a card about learning, about practicing a skill, because when you practice a skill over and over and over, that's where you are able to master it. So this is you deciding, okay, I'm going to focus on shifting my energy. I'm going to focus on changing my emotions, my beliefs, and my habits to ones that will be supportive of me, embodying the energy of this Queen of Earth, really embodying a higher level version of myself, starting to see myself as worthy, talk about myself as worthy, experience things of abundance and worth in my life. So this is you starting to put in the work, and perhaps there is something that you need to learn. Like I said, it starts with mindset. So maybe you decide, like, okay, I'm going to start reading a book on, affirmations, or developing a positive mindset. Or maybe I'm going to sign up for a class, or I'm going to start reciting affirmations every day. But you decide that this is something that you are going to focus on, that it's going to be a priority in your life. And it's not something that you're just doing haphazardly. Like if you look at these beautiful pentacles, or these beautiful artwork that she's carving, they're very detailed. That takes patience, it takes time, it takes skill, it takes focus. So this isn't just haphazardly like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna, write a couple sentences down in my journal about how I feel. This is, I'm gonna really take the time to dive deep into this. I'm going to, put my resources into this. I'm going to get the support that I need. I'm going to gain the knowledge that I need. I'm going to invest in whatever it is that I need to invest in so that I can evolve and embody this beautiful energy of the Queen of Earth. And the word gracious on this card is sticking out to me. So I want to say this as well. If you are dealing with self-doubt on any level, oh, and look at the bottom of the deck, we have the release card. There's a beautiful phoenix. And this is about, again, like I said, freedom. Like it's the energy of like really doubting yourself, not trusting yourself. It's time for that to come to an end. And if you are able, ready, and willing to put in the work, you are going to really be able to move through this. This is a beautiful time of the year to go through processes of transformation. September is my favorite month. It's my birthday month. It is the time of the year where the season begins to change, where we move from summer into fall, where we prepare to release, to let go energetically, and we prepare for winter to come. And so I think that this is a very beautiful time to start developing sacred practices that are going to support you in doing just that. But all I'm saying is that give yourself grace. It took a long time for you to develop the habits, the thoughts, and the feelings that you have that led you or caused you to doubt yourself, whether it is from trauma, whether it's childhood trauma, toxic unhealthy relationships, just lack of self-love, whatever it's from. It took time, and it's going to take time to undo. Now we are definitely in a state where everyone is like pushing the energy of like just instant manifestation, just instantaneous quantum leaps, and those things are absolutely possible. But your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, all of that stuff has to be in alignment. And for many people, that is where they struggle. So I want to kind of do the grunt work and look at manifestation from just everything. Look at spirituality, relationships, manifestation from the lens of someone who has experienced trauma like I have. Because a lot of times, we're battling against these different things that you might not be able to just hurdle, jump the hurdle over. Sometimes it takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice, especially if you are surrounded by people who are not on that journey, who are negative or who continue to talk down to you or just don't support you, and you're not always able to completely separate yourself and just put yourself in a nice little tranquil bubble, because hey, we are in the real world, which means we're going to have to interact with people who are not on our frequency. We're going to have to interact with people who aren't always positive, loving, and supportive. So give yourself grace and don't feel like manifestation is not for you. Don't feel like it's not okay for you to dream. Don't feel like you can't have the things that you want because it's not happening instantly. It takes time. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't share. We get to see the end part of their journey, but we don't get to see all the mess, all the shit that happened, all the challenges that happened along the way. And that's something that I really enjoy sharing, because I have been through a lot of traumatic experiences, and I continue to move forward. I continue to heal. I continue to grow. I continue to evolve. I have setbacks where I have to kind of start over. And I just want to take a realistic approach to life. We are living in some very interesting times. And so, like, living abundantly ever after has become the culmination of my work, which kind of started out as like self-love, then evolved into like relationships, and then there was like a sector for like single moms, because I'm a single mother, and also like tapping into the financial side of things as well. And so, like, the common thread that all of these things had was that I wanted to help people heal, grow, and thrive. And that's where Living Abundantly Ever After came about. Many times, it's hard for people to see outside of what they know, or they think that, life's only going to get this much better, when in reality, it can get that much better. And so I really want to help people expand the vision of what is possible for them. I want to help you open your heart, and I want to help you tap into abundance. And when I say abundance, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about abundance in all of its many forms. Love is a form of abundance. Success is a form of abundance. Health, wealth, friendship, connection, community, and of course, money. All of it is abundant. I know one of the things that I want to experience an abundance of is adventure or travel. So, welcome to my world. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it has inspired you. Again, if you don't know who I am, I'm Jovhannah Tisdale, also known as the Spiritual Love Healer. I am an energy healer, a spiritual energetic coach, intuitive tarot reader. I'm a mother. I am a human being. I am a woman who has experienced a lot of shit in her life. And I wanted to create Abundantly Ever After, created this space, this show, to not only share my journey, but share my struggles and the tips, tools, resources, and information that has helped me heal my heart, heal my mind, and continue to pursue and achieve my goals and dreams. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Head over to abundantlyeverafter.show, where you can check out the show episodes, show notes. There's a section, Healing Single Mothers, there that has like readings and different show episodes and things specific to single moms. There's something there for everyone. And I'm so excited to bring you along this journey with me, because as I have reached a lot of my goals and dreams, and I'm continuing to evolve. So I want to get to my next level of Abundantly Ever After and help you do the same too. Peace.